Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. January was 6 months ago. We are now in July. And from what I'm sensing, I noticed that a lot of you guys are still not satisfied with your life. As in, you guys forgot nearly every single goal you've made for yourself in the beginning of the year. Before we can go and tag team this so you guys can achieve your goals, we need to go back to the person you were 6 months ago and remind yourself what your goals are. Now that you guys have that in mind, the reason why a lot of people tend to put their goals in the back seat of their car is because they forgot why they wanted it in the first place. Every goal needs to have a meaning behind it. You cannot sit here and tell me that you want to be rich just because. Like why do you want to get rich? Why do you want a nicer car? Why do you want that job so bad? You guys have to understand that your goals are more achievable if there's a drive for it. What is it that's going to drive you from point A to point B? Figure out the reasoning behind your goals and let that be a reminder to help you achieve that. One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted to do. Do it now. This is an excuse I hear a lot of people say when I ask them about the things they want to do in life. And it's that I have time. And I can agree in some cases. It's kind of like that saying, life is a marathon, not a sprint. Essentially, we do have time, yes. But I don't think people realize the saying, you have time, really means. I feel like people throw this statement out so they can feel good for doing absolutely nothing with their lives. I don't have a whiteboard, so we're gonna have to mentally draw this out. Picture this. This is time, right? This is you, and then this is your goal. And then in between you guys is time. So yes, we do in fact have time, but time itself is not going to get you to your goals. It is what you do within that time that will get you to your goal. Okay, it is the work that you put within that time for you to get to your goal. Time itself is just going to sit there. If you don't do anything with time, you're not going to get to your highest potential. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Like, for example, people are constantly waiting for the right time to start their business, or waiting for the right time to start their diet, or waiting for the right time to learn something new. But I'm sorry to burst your bubble, there's never going to be a right time. It's either you do it now or you face the consequences of never starting. And I truly believe that the main reasons why people never start is because they're afraid and or they're following other people. Starting something new is always going to be scary at first, but remember that nobody is going to be great at the start. You have to start in order to be great. You can't change how lazy you acted in the past, okay? That is done. You can't do anything about the future because the future has a lot of different possibilities. But what if I tell you that out of all those possibilities in the future, you can actually gain what you want in life if you only acted right now? Which then leads me to this statement. People do not get to decide their futures, they decide their habits, and their habits decides their future. I'm gonna say it and you guys can agree with me or not, but talk is cheap. You ever notice that when people talk about their goals, there's never really any action to back it up? I like to call them the NPCs of society. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I know a lot of people who told me years ago that they wanted to start a business or that they wanted to stay consistent going to the gym. And to this day, that has never happened. And I think that's where people get really unsatisfied with life because they have this goal and then nothing happens because they don't go out and achieve it. And this is where I will probably get some hate from the manifestation community, but speaking it out into existence can only do so much. We're trying to get you on the fast track to get you to your goals. And the way to do that is that you need to establish a game plan. Because without a game plan to achieve your goals, then it is no longer a goal, it is just a dream. You see, people fall short on achieving anything because they only focus on what's to come when they reach the finish line. The secret to this is to shift your focus on what you're putting in. Think of it as input output. What you give is what you will get. So basically, okay, let's say you want to get more fit and become more healthy. You need to figure out what kind of habits you need to implement into your lifestyle to get you to where you want to be. That means going to the gym more, having a stricter diet, etc., etc. Because the habits you commit to are the habits that will depict your future. If you don't separate yourself from distractions, your distractions will separate you from your goals and the life that you want. Distractions hinder people from achieving success. And I believe the average person will never understand this because a lot of people use distractions as a way to escape reality. What's crazy is that a lot of people don't really like their lives. So they would rather go out on the weekends or binge watch a Netflix show to escape their problems because it is a quick dopamine fix. But I believe that if you want to become successful, you must respect yourself enough to not lie to yourself. Every time you tell yourself that you are going to go to the gym and then never go, your subconscious mind is going to pick up on that and believe that you're not capable of going to the gym. You made a promise to yourself. You've already made the intention of becoming stronger, smarter, healthier. And so when you keep on looking for an easy way out, you're going to find yourself chasing quick dopamine for the rest of your life. That little dopamine hit you get from social media, parties, alcohol, fast food, whatever, it comes quick, but it leaves even quicker. You ever notice that going out for drinks or eating fast food, do you know how you feel right after? You feel like crap. And it's because you're not actively trying to better yourself. But when you start prioritizing the hard stuff out of your days, like the stuff that takes more efforts, like going to the gym, going to the grocery store, cooking your own meals, you start to gain confidence and feel a lot better about yourself because you're actively trying to be better. Now, side notes, I'm not saying to cut off your friends or cut off all relaxation time. That's not what I'm saying at all, but it becomes a big problem if those things are getting in the way of you achieving your goals. And that's why I said earlier, if you continue to lie to yourself about things that are hindering your growth, you're never going to find success. A man is great not because he has failed. A man is great because failure hasn't stopped him. When you see someone very successful in the media or even in real life, you don't see all the hard work they put in. You don't see all the parties they missed or even all the times they failed. Why? Because why would they showcase that? People with a poor mindset will believe that anyone who is successful became successful overnight. They either blame it on the fact that these people were born into a wealthy family or they just simply got lucky. And I believe that luck do play a part in some things, maybe like 30%, if maybe. But if a person shows up every day hungry, wanting to better himself in every aspect of his life, then each day is a step closer to becoming his highest potential. A few months ago, I had went to Laos to visit some family, and while I was there, my family and I had decided to visit my great uncle. I honestly didn't even know that I had a great uncle, so this was like my first time meeting him, but it's cool because he's actually one of the most successful people in Laos. He owns different companies. His biggest one, I believe, is a noodle company. Apparently, it's like the #1 used noodles in all of Laos. Anyways, I'm bringing this up because I want to speak on how he managed to do this. My great uncle, okay, he grew up poor, but because of the risk he took and the hard work he put in, he managed to build himself and his family an empire. And what's crazy is that people will look at his life and call it luck. I had the privilege to be exposed to a lot of different classes during my trip in Asia. And the one thing that I've noticed that differentiates the two is their mindset. The people without success are the ones who wait. They wait to be saved as if someone is going to come up to their door and hand them money. This right here is called victim mentality. If someone goes out into the world every day trying to build his business, trying to become better, learning everything he possibly can, versus someone who stays at home and does nothing, who do you think is going to have a better chance at winning? And I know that my great uncle's success was not based on luck entirely, and that his journey to success was definitely not linear, but he believed he could do it, and so he did. We all have desires and goals placed within our hearts, but it is up to you to decide what to do with it. My question to you is, will you become a winner by the end of the year, or will you stay as a victim? Either way, whatever you guys choose, I really hope that the next 6 months will be better than your last. Okay, that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this one, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.